Good evening. It's kind of cold out here. Going home. I'll get on the laptop in a little bit. Fuck you nerds are crying about the day. God only knows. Hopefully. Oh no. I did see that faggot Krazistan crying about Maryland man again today. Good God. He's a gang member. He was trafficking people. Hell, they have the body cam footage and everything. We'll watch it later. Give me a break, man. Let it go. That's the problem with the liberal. Like, if you decisively prove me wrong, and people get silly about that. Like Elliot Speller's like, well, the war in Russia's not. They haven't ended that war with Ukraine yet. Okay, well, you got at least 4 years before you can say, well, he didn't end that. Still going on. You can't just be like, well, you're wrong. It's not ended. Still plenty of time to end that. It's so weird, people that. This is how you can tell you got no actual beliefs. You just wanna win. You just wanna prove people. Just want to troll, I guess. I don't know what it is, but they were cheering for this war. They didn't want it to end. And now they're trying to troll about it not ending. Something they didn't want to happen anyway. It's the weirdest shit. A mineral deal got signed. That's probably a good sign. You probably should shut up because you're going to look stupid. Take a lesson from the stock market. Stock market's doing fine now. S&P 500 has been green for what, the longest 20 years or some shit I read. Those stocks are going to go up. They're going to go down. It happens. But you wasted several days crying about that. You said the whole stock market was going to crash. And it's like, what? The fuck are you talking about, guy? Now you just look dumb now. You got to learn to have a little patience. See, I don't have to have patience because I've been right so many times. It's like I can just take a gamble and just make my predictions, and they're usually right. You are always wrong, so you should be starting to be more cautious. Start to really think about. You should reevaluate because you're wrong all the time. Like you're right temporarily, and then you end up wrong again because you jumped the gun too much. That mineral deal getting signed. That's another thing. You got to have enough sense in your head to know there's things going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. You don't know the full story. You don't see the full picture. So when you're reacting to this media coverage, it's lies anyway. You're going to usually be wrong because you're not thinking. The mineral deal getting signed means there's more going on behind the scenes. That's probably good in terms of ending the war. Because now Trump's got those minerals. He doesn't want Russia taking land there. He wants that. So now America's got an incentive to get this war ended and secure the minerals. And I think that's what we're going to see at some point here. They didn't sign that minerals deal thinking, oh, we're not going to be able to even get to them. Wrong about Maryland man. but stubborn. That's what I mean. Like if you're proven wrong without question, hush. Just say, man, I was wrong. I've done it several times. You just ain't seen it a lot because it rarely happens. I'm really wrong. Not my problem. Your problem. I gotta piss. I enabled GIFs. I don't know what the hell that is. Some shit YouTube added. GIFs. Not sure what that is. Oh my god, it's hot. It was cold, but now it's not. Very quiet in the chat room tonight. I gotta piss. God help me. God help us all. Braun Strowman's, I mean, there's nothing special about Braun Strowman. Just some big dude. He's been in WWE for a long time. He got released once, came back. They didn't do nothing with him. I mean, Braun Strowman's just a big guy. There's nothing special about him. There's nothing, he's just, usually people that leave WWE, I mean, look at all the people that leave and they come back and they're better. He came back as just the same guy. These wrestling fans are so stupid. Oh, he was sabotaged. WWE let him down. No, WWE didn't let him down. WWE fired him once, rehired him, and they just couldn't get nothing going with him. When's the last time you were excited to see Braun Strowman? Never, never. So knock it off. People get released, and that's fine. Everybody can't be. I mean, goddamn, you can't have everybody. There's only so many spots. There's only so many stories to tell. You can't tell them all at once. And some people gotta, sit on the sidelines a little bit. And then after a while, it's like, I ain't got nothing for this guy, and let him go. And if he's good, he'll go off like Cody Rhodes, all these other guys, and reinvent himself. He'll come back one day. But that's probably not gonna happen. He's already done it once and didn't do nothing. I'm a big giant dude. There's a lot of giant dudes. I just don't think they see a lot of potential in him. And they have other giants. They got that Amos guy. He's not very good either, but they got him at New Japan. They got him over there working in Japan. So they see potential in him, I guess. I mean, Braun Strowman, I think they don't see anything they can do with him. They've given him pushes. They had him. Remember when he used to come out and beat shit at everybody? It just didn't catch on. Nobody cares. Amos will end up getting released too. Those big motherfuckers, though, like big giant motherfuckers like that, they do better in Japan. Because remember, Japanese people are really small people. They love them big giant motherfuckers over there. So while you might not really succeed in WWE, you can go to Japan as a big giant dude, and they just book you to fuck people up because you're so big. That's why I said in the Discord, you need to see Amos back because he's been training. He's been in New Japan. So I'd like to see maybe if there's been improvement there. But Braun Strowman, I mean, he left. He came back. It was just a guy in red pants. I don't even know what the fuck. Nothing against the guy, but boring. Why I'm not interested in seeing Braun Strowman. I think a lot of those guys that Bray Wyatt died, it just kind of fucked them. They had something with Bray Wyatt, with his little group of fucking lunatic guys, and now two of those guys are dead. It just doesn't. That Wyatt Six stuff is so stupid. It's so bad. You can't, like, Bray Wyatt's dead. They need to move on from all that. I think you can do something with that Bo Dallas because his brother died, and there's a story to be told about Bo Dallas. Maybe he gets a WWE belt one day for a little bit, a month or so, but that's really the only story you can tell with him. And you don't need all these other goofs to do it. And the rest of them got released. I mean, I didn't see one name on there. I was like, oh my God, shocking. It's pretty, obvious why they got released. Just not very good. I mean, some of them they can wrestle and stuff, but just don't really have a character that's, you know what I mean? You got to be able to talk. You got to be able to talk more than anything. You got to be able to talk more than wrestle. It may sound weird, but that is the most important part about wrestling. You spend more time talking than you do wrestling, and the talking sells the tickets to get people to come see the matches. And if you can talk and wrestle, I mean, that's a superstar. But not a lot of them. I got a piece of fucking bad. Help me, God. Sit right here. I'll be right back. God, I love having air conditioning. Remember when I said, who cares about air conditioning? Who cares? Remember when I used to say that? I said, who cares? Well, guess what? I care. God, it's nice to have it. I suffered enough without it. I think I went 2 summers without it. Enough. Adam Cole. Oh, God. Dude, I don't watch AEW at all. I don't even pay attention to it anymore. It's so bad. I wish them well, but I'm not interested one bit with AEW. But I wish them well. I wish them well. Oh, God. If I could turn back time, then I could find a way. All right, back up. Clean up your fucking mess in here. I'm glad you didn't get out of the kitchen. That spot clean on top it. When I move out of this bitch at the end of the year, which I'm probably gonna do, I'm getting a place. I'm getting all hard floor. I don't want no more carpet. It's fucking annoying. I hate it. I hate carpet. Come in, get your fucking shoes on. Shit gets in it. Dirt gets on. Dog has an accident. You gotta take a stupid thing, clean the shit, suck it up with the thing. On a hard floor, you just get that little mop out, a little cleaner. You're done. You're done. If Adam Cole comes to WWE, you're gonna have to put some put some muscle on, man. Even CM Punk started putting some muscle on. Like you gotta look the part. It's a little silly. Be a wrestler, you don't even look like a fucking wrestler. You look like a little kid. I honestly believe I'm more built than Adam Cole. I mean, it's insane. My arm's probably bigger than Adam Cole's. I would think. I mean, it's fucking weird. He don't want to like lift weights. Don't lift weights. Don't get a tan. Why would I have an update? Do you have an update on the house you used to live in, Doug, before you moved? Do you ever go back and like check in on it? Y'all ask weird fucking questions, dude. Do you understand how that's a weird ass question? Don't even make sense. I moved. Why would I go back and worry about something? That house. That house has nothing to do with me. I don't have no ownership of it. Never did. Everybody moved out, and I had to move out too. Got sold. I was just staying there, helping pay bills. Now I live by myself. It's nice. I don't have to deal with bullshit. It's a beautiful thing. It's a weird question, though. It makes sense. Y'all do be asking some weird ass questions. Strange. Y'all lucky. I thought I almost stayed late tonight till like midnight, but I was like, man, fuck that. Hell, tired. I got so much done. I was exhausted. I'm leaving. Enough. Where's my phone at? Oh, it's in here. How's my mic sound on these Sony wireless headphones that I bought a couple weeks ago? Look at them. Best decision I made. You know how much money I'm gonna save? Not buying fucking those Apple wired headphones and then have them for a month, snag them on something. The wire breaks, one side goes out, gotta buy another one. $50. These will last. Hell, that probably lasts years. And there's no danger of catching it on some hook or some bullshit. And these sound fantastic. I'll be using these for the foreseeable future. Comfortable. Never fall out of the ear. Yeah, it's getting a little long. My girl don't want me to shave though, so might as well let it grow. You'll know if we break up, so I'll shave my whole fucking face. I will. I'll buzz that whole fucking thing on. Fuck it. Actually nice when you're in that cold ass cooler though. Keeps the face warm. Excuse me, doggies. Hold on. I don't listen to Andrew Tate no more. He's funny for a little bit, but it's just kind of got repetitive. He is funny though. Every once in a while, I see a clip of him, and it's funny. What was that one clip I seen when he was talking when Trump got assassinated? He was like, "Faggot on the roof, faggot on the roof." When he was calling up his exes, he was playing that Michael Bolton song. That's funny too. Where it is? I had it on the couch. Had it on the couch. I don't see it though. I'm not saying it though. Oh, there it is. Right there. Oh, the woman. Yeah, I heard Jesse Lee Peterson talking about that. The woman said the N word to the guy on the playground, and then she apparently made $500,000 so far. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I should have bought more margarita mix. I'm about out of this. No. Oh, man. Work is work. Same shit every day. I bought some ice, too. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't. Tesla's not crumbling. Tesla's going to be just fine. Tesla's going to shoot back up here in a couple of months, I keep hearing, from a lot of very smart, very rich people who are not caught up in derangement syndrome or any of that nonsense. They just like making money. And they're all doubling down on Tesla because Tesla's got some big stuff coming out here soon and should drive stock back up. Don't get caught up in derangement. Don't be like others. Caught up in the derangement, the madness. Stock market's doing just fine. From what I was reading today. Of course, I don't spend too much time worrying about the stock market. Who cares? As I was told, every time the stock market was up during Trump's first term, the stock market is not the economy. Remember her? I remember things people say, so that's why I laugh at these people so much because it's like, oh yeah, I just know they're full of shit. I know everything they say. They don't really mean. They're just you can't take somebody serious that you know is just saying stuff to say it. They're just saying whatever they feel can win an argument, and they're not even thinking about what they said a couple years ago that contradicts everything they're saying now. They're a bunch of nerds. What the fuck? Stupid blender won't turn off. But oh, there we go. I told you GTA 6 would get delayed. I told you that months ago. Everybody was like, you need to get another PS5. That GTA's coming out. I got a couple of months. No, I have a full year to worry about that. There's no reason. I can literally buy a PS5 next year with my income tax check. Do you see how everything works out? You see how you don't have to worry about it? There's no reason to be worried about a PS5. There's no games to play, number one. And by the time there is a game to play, there's a perfect opportunity to buy one. Problem solved. Next. Next problem. Best not to worry about this shit. Oh, that margarita looked good. Look at that. I didn't really measure the tequila. I just kind of dumped it in there. Fuck it. Fuck it. I got enough mix for another one if I want it. God, I drunk like, I want to say I drunk 4, maybe 5 of these last night. We was playing Operation. You ever played that? Remember that game, Operation? It's just kind of hard when you're drunk to play. 2005, taking. Sometimes I play games on that laptop, but that's it. Not every day though. Is that Civilization? Is that new Civilization any good? I hear conflicting things. They want $70 for that. They out of their fucking mind. I was gonna buy it, and I was like, hey, I ain't been no saying other than that. When people are, when it's got mixed opinion, mixed reviews, what the fuck? Well, $70, this shit better be incredible. How's that Thunderbolts movie? I almost went and saw that yesterday, but I didn't. I may go on Tuesday though. I think it's like discounts on Tuesday. I've heard that's good. Thunderbolts. What about that movie Sinners? I hear that's good. What's the word on the streets about it? Gas is like 270. What's 240 the other day? I think by the end of the year we'll really start to see the effects of Trump. Like we'll definitely see that gas price go down. That gas is going to go down. Already seeing it with the eggs. The eggs are going down. Already dropped $1.50 on the eggs. I think China is going to at some point have to make a deal because it ain't looking good for China. All the ships are docked outside the ports, and it's all their ships, and they're supposed to come to America, but they don't want to pay the tariffs or something. You hear about how we pay for the tariffs, and yet you see all these ships docked. There's clearly like more to it than that. I seen an interview where a guy was like, we're not no experts on tariffs. He's like, there's more to it than what we're being told by the press. Everybody knows there's just more to it. I think a lot of people have caught on to they're not experts, so they can get manipulated by so-called experts. I think a lot of people caught on to that. So it's like, yeah, maybe I don't know all the ins and outs about this, but you're a lying ass motherfucker, and I ain't gonna listen to you. So I'll just have to study it myself, and then I'll have to, maybe just take a chance. Hell, and then again, I'm not the president, and he's gonna do what he wants to do. So I'm just along for the ride at the end of the day. Just like Biden, I was along for the ride. Nothing I could do about it. Could complain about it, but that didn't do anything. Complaining about it didn't do anything. Just like complaining about Trump ain't gonna do nothing. You're along for the ride. You're just a peasant. And you vote for these people and you hope they do what they say they're gonna do. And this is the first politician in my lifetime that's really done a lot of the shit he said he was gonna do. So there's no reason to be uh, dissatisfied with Trump. He's kept more of his promises than I've ever seen a president keep. Yeah, you're going to see the U.S. exempt stuff. You're going to see China. It's a negotiation. Business. You guys are caught up in rhetoric, but really smart, successful businessmen are not. They're not caught up in the rhetoric. It's like Kevin O'Leary says, these tariffs ain't gonna last forever. A deal's gonna have to be made. Don't get caught up in the rhetoric. Ah, promised to end wars. He's working on ending wars, and it's good signs with the Ukraine war because he signed the minerals deal. With that minerals deal being signed, I'd say we probably aren't that far away from seeing some type of ceasefire or something. I think we're getting there. It's going to take time. Got to remember, you've got other countries actively trying to keep the war going. They don't want it to end. You don't have a coalition. Like, there should be a coalition. There should be the Prime Minister of England and all these different countries coming together with the power of America to stand with America and then say, hey, let's get this war in. And that's how you put pressure on these countries to stop fighting. But when you got one country, just so happens to be the most powerful country in the world, saying, hey, we need to get this ended. But then you got these other countries going, oh, we can't appease Putin. We can't do this. We can't do that. Well, you're going to have things like this. It's going to take some time. Yeah, I'll be live for a little bit. I'm here by myself tonight. Dude, I watch. Fuck politics. I'm tired of talking about it, quite frankly. We'll get on the laptop in a minute and talk about it. I watched the craziest documentary. I watched two of them the other night. But one of them I watched, first of all, the first one I watched, some guy killed his wife and two kids, two little girls. So he could run off with his mistress. Killed the wife, choked her to death. Listen to this crazy shit. This is on Netflix. It's called The Family Next Door or something like that. You probably saw this in the news. If you saw the guy, you've probably seen it in the news. Happened, I think, in like I don't know when it happened, but kills his wife. Okay, listen to this. Chokes the bitch to death. Kills her. Right after he kills the wife in their bed, one of the kids walks in and she's like, "What's wrong with their mother's dead? So what's wrong with her?" And he puts the children in the back of his truck, in like the back seat of the truck. He puts the dead mother's body in the floorboard of the back seat, and then he drives an hour 45 minutes out in the middle of the fucking desert with the kids in the back seat with their dead mother. The kids are alive. The mother is dead, laying in the back seat. Get all the way out there, and then he kills the kids out there. Kills one kid. The other kid goes, "What's wrong with her?" And then he kills the other kid as she's begging for her life, like, "Daddy, don't kill me." Kills her. He confesses to all this. At first, he tries to say the wife killed her kids, and then he killed his wife in like a rage. Well, the police don't ever buy that, but it's such a slimy thing. Like, not only he killed his wife and his kids, but he's trying to make the world believe his wife killed her kids. She's a piece of shit. But no, he killed them all. He confessed at some point. I guess the guilt got to him. Or they probably said, "Look, we're gonna give you the damn death penalty if you just don't plead guilty to this." Insane. But the one I watched after, oh, it's probably the craziest thing I've ever watched in my life. And as a documentary, I don't think I've ever seen one of these this crazy. It's about a stalker. What's it called? Stalker, lover, killer, some shit like that. It's on Netflix. Okay, listen to this. Because this was a mind fuck of a documentary. So this guy, this random guy, gets on a dating site. He just wants to have some pussy. He just wants to have a one night stand. Meets a girl. They agree. It's a one night stand, no relationship type of shit. They have sex. Goes on about his life, as you would do. Next thing you know, this girl starts texting his phone. She's going crazy. She's sending all these texts. She's showing up outside his house. She's keying his car. She's keying his girlfriend's car because he gets a girlfriend after a while. He meets a girl and he does start dating her. Then this bitch starts keying her car. She's texting the girlfriend. Now, I want you to keep in mind, this is very important. You've got the woman he hooked up with. We'll call her a slut. So she's a slut. And then we've got his girlfriend that he meets later on. He has a girlfriend. So then the slut comes back. She's stalking him. She's stalking the girlfriend. Eventually she burns the girlfriend's house down. Nobody dies, but she burns the house down. The girlfriend leaves the guy. The guy moves. He moves. He quits his job. He just says, "Fuck it," gets out of there. What can he do? What can he do? He gets out of there. He runs for the hills. Some time passes. He's changed his life. New job, new location. He decides, "I'm going to get back on the dating site, try to meet somebody." Gets on the dating site. Starts talking to a girl. They're going to meet at a restaurant. He goes to the restaurant. He waits. Girl never shows up. She don't show up, right? He's about to get up and leave, and he gets a text on his phone saying, "Hey, it's me." It's the same bitch. She's found him. She's found him. It's the same bitch. So he starts freaking out. Oh my fuck! How the fucking hell this girl find me? What the fuck? So the whole time you're like, "What is wrong with this crazy bitch? This bitch is crazy." So they bring in the IT experts. They bring in some nerd who says he drinks 3 soylets a day. Now, this is why you need a nerd that drinks 3 soylets a day. You need people like this because this nerd starts digging in. He figures out that all these text messages, all this stuff is coming from this one IP address, and they find the address of this house. Living in this house, there's a guy. This guy happens to be an employee of the IT. The IT guy is his boss. So the IT guy's like, "What the fuck?" So they go and they question this guy, and they say, "Has anybody else been using your Wi-Fi?" He says, "Yeah, there's a girl comes over, uses my Wi-Fi all the time. She uses my Wi-Fi all the time." And they go, "Oh, this must be the girl. Here she is." They couldn't find this bitch, by the way. This went on for years, bro. Years. fucking years of this. This guy's life turned upside down. But guess who was living in the house? The guy's fucking girlfriend, bro. The girl he was dating who had her house burnt down, she was the one sending all the messages. It was her. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. My jaw dropped. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" It didn't even make sense. So then they know it's her. They have evidence that it's her, but they don't. They believe that she killed this woman she's taken her identity. She's messaging all these people. So they've got to get her to confess. They've got to get her. They got to get more evidence against her that she killed this woman. So they bring her in for questioning, whatever, about something. Oh, no. She ends up getting shot in a parking lot somewhere. And she says the person that shot her was the one dude had an ex-wife too, he had kids with. And she would text ex-wife too. So she said the ex-wife tried to kill her. Well, they don't believe her at all. They don't believe it. But they tell her, they're like, listen, because she's like, yeah, that girl's texting me and saying all this stuff. Well, you see, they got the IT guy, so they know that those texts are also her. She's texting herself. This bitch is nuts, texting herself, pretending to be this other bitch, ex-wife. This bitch starts texting herself, pretending to be this other girl, and confessing to murdering this girl, trying to make the police believe that the dude's ex-wife murdered that girl. But they know she did it. They know it. They know she's the stalker. She's been sending the messages. They know she did it. They just got to get the real smoking gun evidence against her. So she does all this confession stuff, and then they figure out that that woman was killed in her car. So they search the car. They're looking for blood in this car, and they can't find any blood in it. But then they rip up the front seat, like they rip the leather off of it, and there's a blood stain on the foam. I mean, never commit murder because they're going to get you. I'm telling you, you can't break the law. They're going to get you. And the technology is only getting better, so don't even try it. I'm telling you, I'm into the. I keep watching all these documentaries now. They're getting you. I mean, they're getting you. You know that bitch cleaned the fuck out of that car, bro. You know she cleaned the fuck out of that car. But the blood soaked through the leather into the foam. And they got the blood of so they got her blood. They know it's her blood in the car. So then they arrest the girl. They arrest her, but they still don't believe they got it. Like, this is going to be tricky. The prosecutor's like, this is some woman. She's like, this is hard without a body, without really proof that she was murdered. So they find an SD card. I can't remember where it came from, but they find this SD card and they realize that it's her SD card. It's one of her old SD cards from like a phone or something, or a camera or something. She's deleted everything on it, but the IT guy that drinks 3 soylets a day knows how to find all that stuff you delete on there. So he finds, you know what they find on that fucking SD card? A picture of that dead woman's foot. And they could tell it's a dead foot by the way it looks, the veins in it and everything. And there was a tattoo on the foot. And that tattoo was identified by the mother as, yeah, my daughter had that tattoo on her foot. And that was it. Life in prison for this bitch. And that one dude couldn't believe it. He was so mind fucked by the girl he was dating was the one doing it the whole time. She burned her own fucking house down. Burned her own house down. Yeah, if she would have not sent those messages, I don't think they would have ever got her. But the fact that I don't know what was with that, what she was thinking, but she literally fucked herself doing that. That was it. She could have killed that woman. Nobody would have probably ever knew. But all that texting led him to her. Fucking moron. Oh God, I gotta pee. God help me. I think I'm gonna watch Lacey Peterson one next. There's so many on there. There's so many on that fucking Netflix. It's god damn. There's so many of them. I'm eventually gonna watch every one of them. You learn some shit from these. You learn that you can't kill nobody. Like you just can't get away with it. There's no way you'd get away with it. I mean, they're gonna get you. Oh, I already started watching a new one, but it's an episodic. It's like a multiple parts. It's not like one long movie. It's about the Night Stalker. I watched episode one of that on Netflix. That's good. That's good. The Night Stalker. I knew about this guy, but I didn't know all this stuff. It's insane. Like he was molesting kids and murdering people. Like he was a serial killer, murdering people. But he was also going around abducting children, molesting them, and then abandoning them on like the side of the road or at a gas station or whatever. He never killed any kid. As far as I know, I've only watched the first episode, but never killed any kid. But he killed women, men. He robbed people. Like he killed these people and stole a bunch of stuff from their house. Fucking nuts. I forgot I started that. I gotta finish that one. And some like rookie detective was like, he put it all together. He was like, the guy that's the serial killer is also abducting these children. And everybody laughed at him. They said, oh, that's crazy, guy. Because it was unheard of. You don't have you have serial killers, you have child molesters. You don't have one guy that does both. And if he'd be killing the kids too, like that's what they thought. Oh, he's not just gonna kill fucking. Hold on a minute. He's not just gonna kill the adults and let the kids live. But that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. Telling you, Netflix be putting the work in on these documentaries. Yeah, she killed her pets. Yeah, her pets were in the house. She killed every one of them when she burned the house down. I forgot about that detail. Doug must have seen it. Yeah, I said she was stalking the ex-wife. She tried to frame the ex-wife. I don't have a mistress. I have a girlfriend. I've been with her for almost a year. I don't have no fucking mistress. You're the one with the mistress. Whoa, you're the one cheating. Every day at work, you cheat on your wife. God, there's so many of them. I mean, there ain't no movies to watch anymore except old movies. But I tell you what, we're in a golden age of documentaries about people murdering each other. We're in the golden age of it. There's so many of them. Netflix is killing that. They're killing that. I bet it's cheap to make too. I bet it's a lot cheaper than making a fucking movie. And it's way more entertaining because it's real shit. Like this shit, you're watching it, you're like, damn, this shit really happened. Like, what the fuck? Guy really killed his children in the middle of the desert. His daughter was like, Daddy, no. And he just killed her. Suffocated them all. That's insane. Bird in the fires of hell. And he's not being treated well in prison, which I mean, he shouldn't be. Killed his wife, killed his children. He fears for his life in prison, they said. I want to see Thunderbolts, yes. I almost went yesterday, but I got busy. So I didn't go. I hear it's really good though. Here's the best Marvel movie in a while. I want to see Sinners too. Ruby Frank was pretty crazy, but I think that stalker one was a little bit crazier. I just didn't see that coming, that was the woman. Like I started to suspect that this woman was dead. Somebody was using her identity because they never could find this woman. How can you not find this woman? Like, how can you never? Nobody sees her anywhere, and yet she's stalking all these people. She's outside their house. She's keying their car. Literally, nobody can find her for years. This goes on. That's just ridiculous. So I started to think, well, somebody else had to be. Somebody else is sending these messages. Then never did I think it was his girlfriend, his ex girlfriend. That's so crazy, dude. And if I remember correctly, he had a one night stand, and then some time passed, and then he met this girl. It wasn't like he met this girl and cheated on her, unless he's lying, which is possible. Because I started thinking, like, why would she kill that girl? Like, why would she go and kill a woman that he had sex with before he ever met her? But I guess, I mean, she's going after the ex-wife. She just, yeah, God, that's it's just weird. God, it's fucking weird. Because she had the guy. The guy, he wasn't trying to meet that girl again or anything, far as I know. There's got to, I think maybe there's more to it. Like that guy is not being straightforward, which I can understand. Like maybe if he was kind of dating that one girl and he cheated on her, and then all this happened, a woman was murdered, all this chaos happened, big court trial, all this money was spent. I could kind of see being like, maybe I should, maybe I leave that part out that I cheated on this girl and I drove her over the edge. But why go after the ex-wife? It's probably a bit. She's bitch is just crazy. Like, but you're dating the guy. He's dating you. He doesn't want his ex-wife. He doesn't want this girl. He's with you, and you are like stalking him on another phone. It's fucking God. It's fucking weird. That's the weirdest shit. I hear Sinners is good. Some people saying it's racist. Some people are saying it's another one of these movies. It's like white people or the devil. I think that's getting kind of played out as a. I'm telling you, when there's a black director that comes that starts making movies and not worrying about playing race card, that'll be the most successful black director ever. Because people are so tired. It's getting kind of boring. We seen Get Out, man. I mean, we seen all that. We get it, man. It's like the slave movies. Like black people kind of got burned out on the slave movies. There's only so many times you can see the same movie over and over about the same thing. Like, oh, evil white people again. Oh, white people are evil again. White people are out to get us again. Like, God, how many times are we gonna? Like, black people are burnt out on slave movies. They don't even want to watch them anymore. Notice they ain't really been making them anymore because they ran into the ground. How many slave movies you want to watch? We get it. How many movies you want to watch about it? It's like how many movies you need about World War II. There's enough of them. We don't need another one. Really, we don't. We don't need another documentary. You know what I mean? There's enough. Like at some point, enough. You don't need to make another one. You don't need another movie. Don't need another documentary. There is literally 1,000 of them. We don't need no more. About a certain topics or ran into the ground. Let them go. There's plenty of stuff to go watch if you want to learn about it. We don't need it anymore. How they can keep making the same thing over and over again, if you think about it, it's crazy. How they can keep making the same documentary, the same movie over and over. Hey, remember World War II? Here's another movie about it. Oh, wow. Great. Hey, the Civil War. Oh, hey, slavery happened. Oh, yeah, I remember. We've heard all about it. Remember Will Smith came out with one a while back. I don't think anybody watched it because number one, he slapped Chris Rock. Number two, We get it. We get it. Surely there's other things that happen in history we could that we haven't seen a documentary on. We could make that. There's a lot of history. There's so many years that you could cover. That's the thing about the murder docs. Always people murdering each other. There's always fresh murders that you can cover and make a documentary about. So that's something they'll never be. That's what they ought to stick with. Just make the murder docs. 'Cause you always got one around the corner. You're never going to run out because people are always going to keep murdering their families, murdering each other, doing unspeakable horrors. Revolutionary War, The Patriot is a great movie about that. God, it's a great movie. Mel Gibson. Before they stopped letting Mel Gibson do movies, I don't know why. Oh, well, I mean, I know why, but but it's dumb. Plus, I think Mel Gibson started like directing movies. The Patriots. Heath Ledger's in it. Mel Gibson. Insane movie. Here's the thing about The Patriot too. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I bet if I watched it right now, it would feel like it just came out. I just feel like that's a movie that, first of all, it's set in the past, so it's not. You can't age that movie. You can't make it look old because it's already old. It's set old, so it's set in a time, an old time. I think it's an ageless film. Some movies, I mean, they look old as shit. Got old ass, like they got set pieces and shit. I think The Patriot. I think they filmed a lot of that outside. I think they actually went in the woods. Remember when he kills all those fucking people with the guns? Remember he sets all the guns on different spots, puts a gun here. This is back when you fire a gun, you only get one bullet. Takes forever to reload it. So he puts a bunch of different guns all around, lays them up against the trees. These Englishmen come through down the road and he starts shooting these motherfuckers. And then he runs to the next gun, shoots another one, runs to the next gun. That's insane. Then he pulls a tomahawk out, starts fucking tomahawking these motherfuckers. Insane. Passion of the Christ too. I mean, what? What's that about? Didn't he die? It's about him coming back. Yeah, they kill his whole family or kill his son or something like that, burn his house down. I think they kill his whole family, right? Except the other son who's not home. Yeah, and then he goes and kills all those guys. Yeah, those guys on the road, that's who killed his family, goes kills them. Some brutal shit. So Jesus was resurrected. What did he do? I never really looked into that. What did he do when he came back? Did he start slapping dudes around? Like, what happened? They opened the tomb. He's not in there. Okay, so he's out walking around. So what's he doing? What did he do? Well, it's not an all black cast. There's white people in it. It's weird the obsession with the color of a cast of a movie. I've seen a lot of movies growing up that had mostly black people in it, and I didn't even think about it. I just thought, oh, this is a movie set in like the ghetto. So, this is about, gang banging, selling drugs, or whatever the hell it is. There's a ton of movies like that, and you're going to see a lot of black people in this movie because it's in a black location where there's a lot of black people. It's a black story. But it was never presented that way. It was just, it's just a fucking movie. This guy just happens to be black, lives around a bunch of black people. But they didn't beat you over the head with that. You didn't have to go and hear in the media every day the actor going, "Yeah, got a lot of black people in this movie." You're like, what the fuck? We have such a diverse cast. It's not diverse if you just have a bunch of black people. If you have a bunch of black people and like one white guy, one Asian guy, that's not a diverse cast. That's no different than white people. Mostly white people in the movie have a black dude here, maybe an Asian guy. It's the same damn thing. There's nothing wrong with either of them. Who gives a shit? Let the guy making the movie do it. Put whatever he wants in it. Got to check a box. What? We don't have a midget. We don't have a disabled tranny. We need a guy in a wheelchair. We need all colors of the rainbow. Need a gay guy. Need a non-binary guy. Just make a fucking movie, dude. How about you just make a movie that doesn't suck? Yeah, every movie the guy is some white guy with a black wife or something. How about, two black people are dating each other, or two white people are like, what happened to that? I don't care if you want to make a movie, it's like a mixed race couple, but every movie is that now. Every movie, it's a mixed race couple. That doesn't even make sense. There are no just regular ass couples in it, they're all mixed race now. White people just don't, date each other in movies anymore. Black people don't date each other. It's just fucking, white dude. Look at Sonic. Look at those Sonic movies. White guy, black girlfriend. It's like, what is going? Such a weird thing. And they didn't put that in that movie for any other reason than to push some weird fucking agenda shit. And if they would have made that movie 20 years ago, it would just be some white dude and a white girlfriend, or maybe it'd be a black guy with a black girlfriend. But it wouldn't be a mixed race couple. That's all fake. That's why people don't like it. Because it's in every movie, and if it's in every movie, there's a reason they're doing that. It's an agenda. If it was just here or there, you saw it here, he's like, nobody would care. Nobody would even say anything. But every movie. Just like it's always like an ugly girl now. It's the lead actress. We're in the era of ugly girls. I mean, you're in a movie. You shouldn't be ugly. You know what I mean? Your whole job is to be on camera all the time in a movie. And you're playing a hot girl, but you're not hot. You're supposed to be hot. In the book, you're described as hot. In the video game, you're hot. In the comic, your person that drew you, you're clearly supposed to be hot. So it should be a hot girl playing you. Instead, it's some weird looking bitch. Doesn't make any sense. Just stop fucking with everything. It's the weirdest shit. They can't. And then when they got a black character, they can't even make the movie Blade. They don't even know what to do. They literally don't know what to do. They can't even make Blade. They can't figure it out. When they have a black character that people actually want to see, and there's going to be no controversy at all that he's black. He's black. He's always been black. They can't get it done. They just can't get it done. They can't just let Blade kill vampires in a rated R setting for 90 minutes. They can't get it done. It's too much for them. They're too busy trying to figure out how to turn Spider-Man gay or black or whatever, you know. And that's what the multiverse shit is all about. Like, I think that's the whole reason they came up with that. So then they could say, you know, if the shit doesn't work out and they really have to pull the plug on it because they start losing too much money, that was just the multiverse. Yeah, we'll go back to normal now. That was just a fictional multiverse. That's not like the main thing that you know. That's just some shit we, you know, did off in the it's another universe. It's like Spider-Man. They had to make a black Spider-Man, and now there's 1,000 Spider-Man. Because it's like, oh well, we have a black Spider-Man, and you're like, what? Why? That's weird. The same character, but another guy's playing him is just goofy to me. Silly. And then it's like, no, it's the multiverse. And then people said, well, I mean, then there's an Asian Spider-Man too. See, they just want to have a black Spider-Man. And I guess it's to try to sell more comics, or I really don't know what it is. It doesn't make money. So it can't, if it's about making money, trying to appeal to black audiences or whatever, well, it's not working, number one. Number two, it's losing them money. So perhaps you would drop it. So it's got to be deeper than that. It's got to be something real sinister and weird. They lose money on all this shit. Nobody wants to see any of it. That's why nobody went and saw Snow White, because everybody saw the magical people and they went, what the fuck? And they said, fuck this shit. And that stupid bitch was crying about Palestine all day. And they just said, fuck this bitch. People hate these fucking insufferable clowns. And any way you can kind of stick it to them, you will. And so maybe you got, you know, you're really busy, you don't really know what you can do. Well, you can say, fuck going and seeing Snow White. Fuck giving them your money to see that. And then that movie flops, and that's like a victory. You just have to understand how people think. That's a victory. That's them saying, go fuck yourself with all this annoying shit. Life's annoying enough, and I gotta deal with you. You're annoying. You gotta ruin everything, ruin all the movie. You can't even go see a movie now. They make a movie about vampires and then make it about racism. What in the fuck? Nobody wants to see something like that. Nobody wants to be lectured about racism in a movie all the time. You're watching a science fiction, some horror movie about vampires or something. You're getting lectured about racism in the middle of it. Is Thunderbolts any good? I hear conflicting things. Don't get me wrong, I like the multiverse. I like the idea of it, but not so we can have the character of all races or something. That's silly. The only where the multiverse really makes any sense is in the movies, just so you can bring those old actors back for one last movie. But after that, I mean, it's done. only so much you can do with it because nobody gives a shit. Oh, over in this universe, man? I can't keep track of all these universes. Enough. It only works in the movies because you can remember those old movies. And they don't come out with enough movies to be overwhelming anyway. What do you get, like three a year, some shit, two a year? It's easy to handle. But in a comic book, this sounds dumb. Oh, here's a new comic book where we have another Iron Man from another. Like, why? Yeah, I guess it could be cool sometimes, but trying to connect it all, and it just seems only works in a movie. That's the only way it really. That's the only way it really even matters. I heard Thunderbolts was good. Are there any good movies anymore? It's just murder docs now. I tell you a fucking awesome movie I watched the other night. It's old though. I seen it when I was a kid, but I watched it again last night. The first time in probably 20 years. John Carpenter's Vampires. Good God, what a movie. Who's the guy? What's his name? The guy that plays the guy. God, what's his name? Lead actor. He's a conservative guy. He's like a big Trump guy. And apparently he's James Woods. Apparently he has a massive cock, from what I heard. That's a rumor I've heard. James Woods has a massive cock. I don't know where I heard that from, but I think there was some actor that was like talking about it or something. Like they seen it during a sex scene. And he's like a big Trump guy. But in this movie, who does he guy? What's that guy? He plays some guy, vampire hunter. His parents were killed. Yeah, look it up. James Woods got a massive cock. I think somebody talked about it on a late night show or something. Heard about it for literally decades. Just James Woods used to be in all kinds of movies. James Woods used to be a big fucking actor, but they cut him out because he likes Trump. He's a conservative. I'm telling you, that's the problem. These people have lost their mind, and they've got rid of so many great actors because of their prejudice to politics. And so many great movies never got made because they're a bunch of fags. I mean, they've literally ruined everything. But before everyone lost their minds, he was in John Carpenter's Vampires, and he was fucking people up. You watch these old movies, it's like there's a lead character, he's a dude, he's a bad motherfucker. He's like fucking, he'll slap a bitch at him. I mean, these dudes are just like they would never make these movies these days. You never see a guy slap some woman in the face. You never see like he takes this priest and like punches, knocks the fuck out of him. Like he's driving down the road and this guy's like bitching about something, and then he just pulls the car over and drags the guy out of the truck, starts kicking the shit out of him. A priest, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up." He's like, "You're gonna ride with me. You're gonna do what you're told." He's got a leather jacket, and he's just fucking fighting vampires, fighting fucking vampires, and talking shit to him while he's fighting them. And these vampires ain't no fucking joke in this movie. They ain't no fucking joke. I'm trying to think what his fucking name is in the movie. And nowadays they'd never have a character like that. They'd say, "Ah, he's fucking too toxic masculinity." This guy's got some serious toxic masculinity. He don't give a fuck. And he's hunting down the first vampire ever, the strongest vampire ever, the first one. And he's like, I'm gonna go find him, kill him. The guy shows up, kills his whole fucking team. It's gory as fuck. He's slicing dudes in half. Special effects hold up. He's slicing dudes in half, cutting motherfuckers' heads off. It's some brutal shit. And James Woods got to hunt him down. And he does, kills the son of a bitch. And his partner's like, this woman's like, she got bit by a vampire. She's going to become a vampire. She starts freaking out. He just knocks the shit out of her. Oh, no, she bites him, knocks the shit out of her. These days, the woman would beat him up. This big giant guy, she just beat him up. Some hooker, some petite little hooker, she just beat him up because she's a woman. She's got female powers. Go watch an old movie. Go watch old movies. I mean, they're based in reality. Because it's like if there was in this fictional reality of where these vampires exist, if there was a man, surely there'd be men that would fight and hunt the vampires. And the greatest man that did it, he'd be a fucking piece of shit kind of. He'd be fucking slapping a bitch. He's fucking fighting demons. Wouldn't be some soft pussy. He'd be a ruthless motherfucker. Nowadays they try to make a movie. That's why it doesn't work, because they make these characters and it's like, this guy's a pussy. This guy's not fighting vampires. This guy's a bitch. This guy's gonna get fucked up by the vampire. I can't believe that this guy is gonna be the hero. He's a fucking clown. He's like got liberal views. Liberals don't get anything done. Why would the guy be a liberal? No, he'd be a fucking conservative. He'd be voting Trump. That guy killed those vampires. He's voting Trump. Voting for the fucking Kamala Harris. He's a man. Shit blows up. He don't even turn around and look at it. You got to go back, like after if a vampire kills you or whatever, I guess. Um, or maybe he bites them all. I don't know. The vampires turn like the dead people are like turning to vampires. I guess you got to go chop all their heads off, and he just sets the whole hotel on fire. Thing explodes, and he's carrying a duffel bag full of his friends' heads in it, and he's cut all their heads off, and he ain't crying. He really don't give a shit. He's like, fuck it. Just another day for him carrying a duffel bag full of his friend. Actually, a cheap motel bed sheet full of his dead friends' heads, his dead teammates, full of their heads that he had to chop off their bodies. And you watch him do this because it's rated R. They show it all. Chops their heads off, pours gasoline down, and throws a lighter in there. Like he lit a cigarette too. Threw that lighter in there. This is back when I don't know if you can still smoke in movies. I guess maybe you can, but there's this big fuss when I was growing up. Oh, all these guys are so cool and badass, and they smoke cigarettes, just promoting cigarettes. And I disagree. Actually, I think it's obvious to me. If I was hunting vampires, That was my life. That's what I did. I was the baddest vampire hunter in the land. I'd smoke some Marlboro. I'd be smoking them. I'd have a pack of Marlboro Reds. Why wouldn't I? I fucking fight vampires, bro. You don't think you need a cigarette after you fight a fucking vampire and you kill it with your bare fucking hands? There's a scene where he's sitting in the truck with the fuck. I get it on the laptop. I could probably find clips of this. He's sitting in the truck with his fucking priest, and he's like, he's like these vampires. He's like, garlic don't do nothing. All this shit don't do nothing. He says the only way to kill it is to drive a stake right through its fucking heart, or get it out in the sun. That's the only way to kill them. None of that other bullshit, silver bullet shit. Fucking werewolf. And his parents were killed by vampires. He dedicated his life. He's like Batman in a way, where he's dedicated his life to fighting vampires because they killed his parents when he was a child. What a great movie. They don't make movies like that anymore. What about all those Charlton Heston movies from like the 70s? Go watch those movies. Those are great movies because that was back, back they used to make them, they made it like an action movie. The guy was actually a badass. Wasn't some fucking dweeb. It wasn't like they're trying to convince me Seth Rogen is a badass or something. No, it's an actual guy that can act. And he's smoking cigarettes, he's drinking. You know why? Because he fights demons, you fucking dweeb. What would you know about fighting demons? You probably need a couple of shots and some fucking something to smoke after you fight that demon. If I drove a stake through a vampire's fucking heart, I'm telling you right now, I'm going outside, sitting on the curb and smoking a Marlboro Red. I've never had one, but I would go get one and smoke it after that. And if somebody asked me, God damn, what the hell? I'd say, I just killed a vampire, stabbed it through the heart, and it burst into ashes. Like, what the fuck? Because number one, I just killed a vampire. Number two, the realization that vampires exist and there's more of them now. And then maybe I dedicate my life. And they're all these movies. These guys are assholes. They're just there's always a scene where the guy does something. You're just like, what? How do you do that? Because he's a fucking prick. Because he's an unstable prick. Because he fights vampires. He's not some nice guy. He's a serious fucking man on a fucking mission. He's not working some dumb job somewhere. He's fighting fucking for civilization. You wouldn't even understand it, you fucking dweeb. Can't even wrap your fucking head around it. The priest is like, oh, I'm fucking crying like a bitch. Ah. He drags him out. He's like, listen here, motherfucker. And he punches the shit out. I'm telling you, I swear, he gets him on the starts hitting him. You're just like, God damn. Nah, these guys wouldn't be vaping. They'd be smoking an cigarette.